Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 783. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's up, everyone?
What's up, Scott? Okay, he's frozen in time. All right, Chris, so we have some articles. What do you have?
Okie dokie, let's start off with this, because this leads into other stuff. Gambit has lost another director. So, they're starting another search for another director. Doug Liman is gone. He is apparently going to do Justice League Dark for Warner Bros. Gambit is now without another director.
Now, Justice League Dark is the supernatural aspect, right?
Yeah.
Or of the Justice League. So Constantine and
yeah,
a whole bunch
characters
of others.
like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Zatanna, the Swamp Thing, Deadman, Etrigan the Demon, and possibly
Okay.
Madame Xanadu.
Do you think they're doing this because of Suicide Squad?
No, I think they just want to do a Justice League Dark.
Okay. I'd be open for that.
Yeah,
I
I think that
would
could be
want
good.
to see that, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, Scott. Scott's having technical difficulties. Yeah, so I definitely would be open to having Justice League Dark. That's what they would call it, right? Justice League Dark?
I mean, I don't know if they
but-
call it that for sure, but they
Right.
might.
Scott,
Yeah.
you heard what he said?
No, I heard.
The Gambit director left. The Gambit director left for a DC Justice League Dark
Okay.
movie of the supernatural heroes for Justice League. So what do you think about that?
If there's not, I agree. There's nothing to be done with Gambit whatsoever. So go do a movie more deserving, and
Yeah.
Justice League Dark would be something that anybody want to see. Gambit is more like a Netflix type of setup.
Gambit, I think, is just going to be canceled altogether because he probably has a certain time limit on that contract to film it.
It's like Legion. I mean, it's like Legion. I hate saying it. Legion is
sucks,
cyborg.
first of all.
They're second-hand characters.
Well, Legion's like a fourth-hand character. It's horrible.
Yeah, but
Well,
no.
Gambit is a fan favorite character.
Yeah, he is,
so I
though,
can
he
understand
is.
why they want to make a
More
movie.
like somebody who would see join up with another character, like Cyborg. Somebody Gambit, I don't think could hold his own.
Well, no, I think it could hold it on if they
I
do
think
it
he
right.
could.
Yeah, if they do it right, he can. I think so.
Personally, I think their best bet would be to introduce the actor who's playing him and the character in another XMen movie, and then see the reception, and then do the film. Because right now, I think Gambit would get lost in kind of the shuffle because we've got the huge superhero movies coming out. We got Justice League next year, then we got Avengers, the next year, and then another Avengers. So I think that it's going to get lost in the shuffle with all these other movies. But if they wait a little while,
and by doing Gambit,
I think we're on a delay, right?
yeah.
Scott, you on a delay?
pardon?
Okay, maybe there's a delay. I don't because we keep cutting each other off. Sorry about that. All right. Yeah, so I think Gambit's done, but it could hold his own. Now, what about this other X-Men movie? There's no talk about that, but it's supposed to be set in the 80s, right?
I think it's supposed to be set in the 90s.
Which one was this set in?
This last one was the 80s, I think.
It's the 80s, right?
Next.
Yeah.
All right, so then this would be the 90s. So would Hugh Jackman, even though he says he's not coming back, would he come back for an X-Men?
I don't think they need him.
But they got to make sense. It's got to fit in.
No, I don't think they need him because if they're going to do a different storyline, they keep him out of there. Keep it with the new characters.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, so we may never see Wolverine again.
No, I think we will.
will.
I don't think that there's a point to have him in there because it's kind of like, all right, listen, we have all these new characters and plus newer characters that would be introduced in this film. If we keep going back to Hugh Jackman, it's going to be like, well, who cares about the old characters?
Yeah, they
Or the new
focus too
characters?
much. You're right. They focus too
Right.
much.
So I think that if they focus on the new characters and maybe mention Wolverine, which is fine, we don't need to see him. But I do think he will return. I think, honestly, if there is a deal in the works with Disney Marvel, the Disney Marvel branch, and 20th Century Fox, he'll be back. He'll come back. If they're gonna do A versus X or something where they could get him into that, there's no doubt in my mind that he'd say, you know what, yeah, I'll come back.
Well, he said he would too.
Yeah.
He would come out of retirement and do that. Yeah. So, all right, I'm happy with that. Now we had the box office numbers, and Suicide Squad is very close to 600 million. Right now it's at 580. So the way it's tracking every day, it's making about 2 million or more a day. So, plus with the foreign numbers on the weekends, probably by Sunday it will be over 600 million easy. I think it'll be number one again, because I really don't see anything.
Which, like I said, it proves you concentrate on making a good movie and allow the public to make a great movie. That's what they've done.
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
they did a lot of the reshoots and that, which scared a lot of people, but still, in the end, they made a decent enough, good enough movie, and they trusted the public to go out and go, okay.
Well, it was good, but it wasn't great.
No, it wasn't. I'm not saying it was great.
Right.
Yeah, but at least they did it in just such a way they allowed the public to decide this was worth my money.
Right. Okay. What else do you have, Chris?
We have this. This is pretty short. I guess right now I'm not going to read the names because there's really no point. But right now it looks like they have a list of who they might choose to direct Captain Marvel.
Okay.
So there's no concrete director yet.
Yeah,
but they
we're
have,
not gonna. You don't have to mention it, right?
So definitely go check that out on Dark Horizons, because the reason I'm not reading it is because whenever these lists come out, it always winds up either being someone you never expected or the first name on the list. So.
Right. Okay. What else?
The last thing we have here is kind of interesting. Kate Mara, who of course played the Invisible Woman in the Fantastic Four reboot, she said she would like to return if they make a sequel.
I kind of find it weird because the guy that played Mr. Fantastic last week or 2 weeks ago said he would return also. So it's like, is the 20th Century Fox telling them, hey, just say that to a newspaper and get a little stir? Because, do they honestly think that if they make a second one, it would be better? Because that was total garbage.
Waste.
Yeah. I don't.
It's like Wild Wild West with Will Smith. It's like,
That was crap, though, yeah.
Well, let's look at it this way, though, right? If they're getting rid of Josh Trank and they're getting new writers and whatnot, it is possible that they make a better movie. And if they want to come back for that, I can understand that.
Ghost Rider movie.
What?
But are they going to do the whole? Oh, this is going to be a reboot, but then they did that whole thing with the Ghost Rider 2 where they totally.
That was horrible.
Where they totally redid it, even though.
That was just garbage. All right, so before we go, I do want to give some box office numbers. Sausage Party has in 75. I'm just going to say what it is. 75 million. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Worldwide. That's getting a sequel, from what I understand. War Dogs is like 24 million. Go down the line. Kobo and the Two Strings is a flop, really. 16 million. Horrible. Although my son liked it, Anthony, and said it was good. So I don't know. Maybe it just came out with too many different things. Peach Dragon, 60 million. It's a flop. Don't even know what else to say with that.
That's actually not a flop. It's actually doing well in other places.
Peach Dragon?
Yeah.
It's doing worldwide 60 million.
Yeah, it just came out, though. It's actually doing well somewhere else.
Yeah.
Some other places.
The budget is 65 million, and then the marketing, and then, it's got to make another, 100 million?
No, less than that, I would say.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so it's not over yet for Peach Dragon. Then we have Ben-Hur.
I didn't think Ben-Hur was going to do good.
Ben-Hur is at 23,653,000 right now.
That one did pretty badly.
Yes, that is just.
That was something I didn't want to see a remake of.
100 million in the hole right now. Bad Moms is still making money. 108 million. That was really good, actually. I liked it. $20 million budgets. They are way ahead of the game with that. Jason Bourne is also a success. It is 280,601,949. So that's they're making another sequel to that one. Secret Life of Pets, of course, is getting a sequel, and that is a monster. It's still making money, 675 million, basically, for that puppy. And then what else? I'll skip to certain ones. Star Trek Beyond. That's already getting a sequel. We know that. It's 234 million, and it will be released at the end of October in China and all these other places. So that's already a success in a way once that stuff hits. 9 Lives. I don't know what the production budget was, but 17 million.
Oh, the cat. Okay.
But they really didn't market that, so
No.
it's probably profitable. Lights Out. That by far is getting a sequel. They said it's at 110 million right now and climbing a little bit. And then before we go, I'll do say Ghostbusters as of right now, which is basically almost done domestically. 208,204,329, and then waiting to see Sunday what the foreign week worth of box office is, and then this may be it. This week or next week. Well, September will be it for that. So that's it. All right. So anything else, guys?
Not that I know of.
All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now.
Ciao.